everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. For those of you who are tuning into this video expecting to see Star Wars Outer Rim, let me explain a little bit about what happened yesterday, because I had a little bit of a schedule problem, mainly me forgetting how long a game actually runs. So twice a year, my gaming group gets together and we play Twilight Imperium, which is a really big space opera game. Now, I hadn't played this for about 6 months, so I kind of forgot how long it went, and I wasn't expecting a huge player count. Unfortunately, 5 players is enough of a player count that game turns into a very long one. So by the time I got out of the game store, it was turning into 7 o'clock already, and I knew by the time I had dinner, got situated, all that fun stuff, it was going to be 8 o'clock, and the prospect of playing this game, and the prospect of playing Game 4 of the 91 World Series, then setting up Outer Rim for what was going to be today's video, I decided that was going to be too much. So instead, I decided to reschedule the Outer Rim video, and today we're going to play Game 4 of the 1991 World Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Oakland Athletics. So let's turn our attention to some Sunday morning baseball. The A's lead this series 2-1. The Pirates are trying to stay out of a 3-1 hole. They want to at least get the series back to Pittsburgh for Game 6. The best way to ensure that is to tie the series right here in Sunday morning baseball. So with that ramble out of the way, let's go ahead and meet our starting pitchers, and we'll start off with the Pirates starting pitcher. After a Game 1 rain delay, which funnily enough, it's raining down where I'm filming right now, but in Oakland where this game's taking place, we're expecting a sellout for Sunday morning baseball. So we're back to Game 1 starters after the mishap of Game 1, which for the Pittsburgh Pirates means the Dodger killer, Doug Drabick. 15-14 with a 3.07 ERA, 234 and 2/3 innings pitched, 245 hits, 16 homers, 62 walks, and 142 strikeouts in 91. In Game 1 of the World Series, he actually struck out the side before the rain delay washed both him and the A's starter out of Game 1. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and meet the A's starting pitcher, and we'll get ourselves reacquainted with Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, Dave Stewart. 11-11 with a 5.18 ERA, 226 innings pitched, 245 hits, 24 homers, 105 walks, and 144 strikeouts in 91. He actually didn't have a chance to make an appearance in Game 1 before the aforementioned rain delay washed him out of the game. As for Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, besides expecting it to be loud and a sellout, is also a pitcher's park, definitely to left-handed batters on a ballpark check. 1-34 gives lefties a wheelhouse on that, whereas to righties, almost neutral, leaning very slightly toward pitchers, as a 1-49 gives us a wheelhouse on a ballpark check to righties. So any switch hitters we have today will be batting righty to take advantage of that slightly less punishing wheelhouse. With that in mind, let's move back over to the main game area and check the shot over there. For our first order of business, if the fans in Oakland Alameda County Coliseum will please rise, remove any head coverings, we'll have the playing of our national anthem. And now if you'll direct your attention to the mound, we've got another friend of the channel out to throw out the ceremonial first pitch in RJL Network. RJL, if you'll kindly take it away. Thank you for the first pitch. And he's currently in the middle of his 1969 replay of Inside Pitch Baseball. So if you're interested in baseball in general and Inside Pitch in particular, I'll provide a link to his channel. You can feel free to tune in and check him out. He usually plays on at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern, I believe, but he'll probably come in the comments section and set me straight on that. He also features Sunday morning baseball, which hopefully I'll be able to stop by for today, but we'll see how that goes. So the fans are filing into Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It is a sea of green and gold today, so let's play ball. As the A's start getting loose in the field, we'll take a look at another very powerful Pirates lineup that Dave Stewart's going to have to somehow keep in check. Leading off, we've got Orlando Merced at first base. Mike Lavaliere is catching. Barry Bonds is in left field. Bobby Bonilla is at third base. Jeff King is the designated hitter. Andy Van Slyke is in center field. Gary Reedus is in right field. Jay Bell is at shortstop. And Jose Lind is at second base. And that's the lineup Dave Stewart is charged with keeping in check today. Leading off the game for the Pirates, we have Orlando Merced. All-time as home runs, coming against right-handed pitching. And Dave Stewart and Doug Drabeck are both righties. We are going to be using green, gold, and yellow dice. A's are the home team today. Game 4 of the World Series. Oakland leads this series 2-1. They'll have a chance to close it out later this afternoon with a victory. Pirates win. They ensure Game 6 in this series. What story are the dice wanting to tell today? There's only one way to find out. The only way we find out is to go to the same place that every game starts, and that's the first pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 38, and that's going to be grounded right back to the pitcher. Stewart will take that one. He'll underhand it over to first, and that's out number 1. And Game 4 of the 91 World Series is officially underway. Here's Mike Lavaliere. All 3 of his home runs coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 66 is in play, though. A 13, that's enough to get a base hit, and Lavaliere will find himself on with the first Pirates hit of the day. Here is the ever-dangerous Barry Bonds. Bonds hit 18 of his 25 home runs against right-handed pitching. Lavaliere would be a C3, which would be a normal chance, and a jump of 3 against a hold of 8. He is going to stay put. They're going to rely on Bonds' good power and eye to try to move Lavaliere along. Stewart will look in at Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a tough 39. And against a righty, Bonds will get a hold of that one, and that will be a base hit. Opposite field liner into left field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. That's on the S7. Lavaliere will make third. Bonds will make first. 1 out in the inning, and that's going to bring the corners in as Bobby Bonilla now steps into the batter's box. He hit 4 of his 18 home runs against right-handed pitching. Stewart knows he's got to be very careful in this situation. He looks over to Lavaliere at third, Bonds at first, Bonilla at the plate. Stewart... Bonilla hits into some double plays. Bonds, they might try to send Bonds to second here to try to take away the double play. He's a jump of 7 against the hold of 8. 77, and he'd be a B3, which would be a very good chance. They're going to try to send Bonds, actually, to remove the double play chance. So that's a 77 or less to get the jump. That's a 5. Bonds is off to second on a very good chance. And barely a throw. Bonds will get up to second base easily on the steal. That will take away the double play and force the corners in. Now Stewart will turn and deal with Bonilla. Stewart will get the sign from Steinbach. Pirates are definitely willing to run to try to tie this series. Stewart will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 31, and that is very easily ball 4, and the bases are now full of Buccaneers. Here's Jeff King. He hit 3 of his 4 home runs against right-handed pitching. Stewart needs to be very careful with King. A mistake is probably going to Mars. Stewart looking in at Steinbach for the sign. Stewart looks over to Lavalier at third. Bonds at second. Bonilla at first. Stewart will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 57. And it's a fly ball into right field. Coming under that one is going to be Canseco. He'll make the play for out number 2. But that run, it was patient, so yep, actually no, it was tough. So Lavalier is not going to try to score. There are 2 outs in the inning. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke hit 13 of his 17 home runs against right-handed pitching. Stewart knows another one in this Pirates lineup he's got to be very careful with. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 6, and that's going to be ball 4 as a curveball misses the zone, and the Pirates are going to strike first on the walk. Lavalier will come in to score. Bonds over to third. Bonilla to second. Van Slyke will make first as a slider misses the zone, and it is now 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. Just making sure. Okay. Here's Gary Reedus. 2 of his 7 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Stewart looking into Steinbach a little bit nervous. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum also very nervous. Stewart will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a patient 40. And that's going to be another ball 4 as a curveball misses the zone this time. And the Pirates are going to walk in another. And Stewart's going to walk in another run. Bonds will walk to the plate. Bonilla will make third. Van Slyke to second. Reedus to first. It is now 2-0 in favor of the Pirates. Here's Jay Bell. Bell hit 10 of his 16 home runs against right-handed pitching. Very scary time if you're an A's fan today. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Bonilla looking over at third. Van Slyke at second. Reedus at first. Stewart will kick. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be in play 17. And against the righty, Bell's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Bonilla and Van Slyke will score. This is to see how many bases Reedus advances. Line drive into center field. Runner on first will advance 1, a.k.a. 2 bases because of 2-base advancement with 2 outs. So that means Bonilla will trot to the plate. Van Slyke will score. Reedus will make third. And just like that, score is now 4-0 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. Pirates, or not the Pirates. Reedus is at third. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now that we've got that straight, here's Jose Lind. Lind hit 1 of his 3 homers against right-handed pitching. 4-0 in favor of the Pirates at the top of the first. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a patient 60, and it's going to be a fly ball into right field. Canseco getting under that one. He'll make the play on the run coming in, and that will finally be the 3rd out of the inning, and the Pirates are retired. But what a way to start off Game 4 if you're a Pirates fan. 4 runs on 3 hits and 3 walks. Score is now Pittsburgh 4, Oakland coming to bat. Not sure how much I like the idea. If I'm an Oakland fan right now, I don't know how much I like the idea of spotting the Pirates 4 runs to start this game. But as the Pirates now start getting loose in the field, we'll take our first look at Oakland's starting lineup. Leading off, we've got Mark McGwire at first base. Mike Gallego is at second base. Jose Canseco is in right field. Ricky Henderson is in left field. Harold Baines is the designated hitter. Dave Henderson is in center field. Terry Steinbach is catching. Jamie Quirk is at third base today. And Vance Law is at shortstop. And that's the lineup Doug Drabick is going to be charged with dealing with today. Leading off the bottom of the first for the A's, we've got Mark McGwire. 17 of his 22 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Drabeck will get the sign from Lavalier. Drabeck will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play. That looks like a 53. And it's going to be a fly ball into right field. Reedus will come under that one, ranging in for that one slightly. He'll make the catch, and that's out number 1. Here's Mike Gallego. Gallego hit 7 of his 12 home runs against right-handed pitching. Drabeck will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 7 is an in-play 97. That's a fly ball into left field. Bonds will take a couple steps to his right for that one, put out his glove, make the catch, and that's out number 2. And coming into the batter's box next is the ever-dangerous Jose Canseco. 36 of his 44 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Drabeck will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the wind, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 38. Canseco's going to swing through a curveball for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's in the bottom of the first. Score is now Pittsburgh 4, Oakland 0 after 1. Top of the second, we'll see the top of the Pirates' order due back up. If Dave Stewart doesn't have amnesia coming out of the top of the first, this is going to be a very long day if you're an Oakland fan. Leading off the top of the second is Orlando Merced. He grounded right back to Stewart his first time up. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. Stewart will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Who's playing defense for Oakland? That ball is hit right back to Stewart on an error check. His error rating is a 3. He's got that one. That's going to be a ground ball. He'll get that one. He'll have a little bit of trouble with it, but he'll make the play over to first for out number 1. Here's Lavalier. Lavalier started the carnage in the top of the first with a base hit. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. 4-0 Pirates. Game 4 of the World Series. Stewart will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 61, and it's a fly ball into left field. Coming under that one is going to be Ricky Henderson. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds has a base hit and a stolen base today. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 48, and that's very easily ball 4. Bonds will work a 2-out walk out of that at bat. Here's Bonilla. Bonilla also has a walk his first time up. Stewart looking into Steinbach for the sign. Bonds could potentially try to swipe another bag, but they're not going to do that with 2 outs. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is another defense check. Let's see who that one's being hit to. It's a ground ball over to short. Going after that one is going to be Law, Law's at short today. His error rating is a 5. He's good out there. And he's not going to have any trouble with that one. That one's going to be a ground ball over to short. Law will pick that one up. He'll throw it. He'll take the out at second, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Pirates. Score remains 4-0 heading into the bottom of the second. Drabek will finish his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box will be Ricky Henderson. 10 of his 18 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Who's playing defense for the Pirates? It's a fly ball into left field. Going after that one is Bonds on a possible error chance. His error rating is a 4. And he's got that one. That's going to be a short fly ball. Bonds will range in for that one. He'll make a sliding catch. Great play by Bonds to take away possible extra bases. And that's the first out of the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Harold Baines. Baines hit 16 of his 20 home runs against right-handed pitching. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 12 is a wheelhouse 83. That's a fly ball into center field. Going back for that one is going to be Van Slyke. He'll be back to the track, but he'll have just enough room before the wall to haul that in, and that's out number 2. Baines can't believe he couldn't get a hold of that one and take it out of here. And here's Dave Henderson. Henderson hit 17 of his 25 home runs against right-handed pitching. Drabek will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 10 is a patient 4, and that's easily ball 4. Henderson will find himself on with a 2-out walk. Making his first appearance in the batter's box today is Terry Steinbach. 3 of his 6 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Drabek will get the sign from Lavalier. Looking over to Henderson at first. Drabek will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is another defense check. Where is that one being hit? That's a ground ball over to third. Going after that one on an error check is Bobby Bonilla. His error rating is a 1. He's not that great out there. He's good enough to get that one, though, and that's going to be a ground ball. Bonilla's going to lay out for that one, throw it over to second, and retire the side. Great play by Bonilla. Nothing across except for the walk for the A's, and the score remains 4-0 in favor of the Pirates after 2. Top of the third, we'll see the middle of the Pirates' order due up next. Stewart will finish up his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box will be Jeff King. King flew out his first time up. Stewart looking to have settled down after the top of the first. Stewart will get the sign from Steinbach as I'm already dropping dice. It's going to be one of those days, I see. Stewart will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 65. That's a ground ball over to second. Gallego will pick that one up, ranging to his right. He'll make the play for out number 1. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke reached on a walk his first time up. Stewart looking into Steinbach for the sign. Stewart will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough one. And Van Slyke's frozen by the high heat for strike 3, and that's out number 2. 2 outs in the inning, and here's Gary Reedus. Reedus today reached on a walk his first time up. Stewart looking into Steinbach for the sign. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, hoping this game stays right where it is. Stewart will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 12, and Reedus is going to put the Pirates further ahead with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Ricky Henderson going after that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that ball is in the seats. Home run, Gary Reedus. As the score is now 5-0 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Jay Bell. Bell today is 1 for 1 with a base hit. We are going to get some activity in the Oakland bullpen, as starting to warm up is going to be Kevin Campbell. Stewart will turn to Steinbach for the sign. Pirates lead 5-0. Game 4 of the World Series. Stewart will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 29, and Bell's going to swing through a curveball for strike 3, and that will retire the side. Not before more damage was done, though. 1 hit and 1 run, a solo homer by Gary Reedus. Score is now 5-0 Pirates as we head into the bottom of the third, with the bottom of Oakland's order due up next. Drabek will go through his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box is Jamie Quirk. He hit his only home run in '91 against right-handed pitching. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 71, and that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell, ranging to his left. He'll make the play for out number 1. Here's Law. Vance Law hit no homers in '91. Drabek will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 7, and Law is going to get on base with a base hit and the first Oakland hit of the day. Pirates will go to double play depth, as stepping into the batter's box is Mark McGuire. McGuire today flew out his first time up. Law, not a threat to do anything on the base paths today. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, stunned at what they see. Drabek will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 41, and McGuire's going to swing through a slider for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Here's Mike Gallego. Gallego flew out his first time up. Drabek looking into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Glance over to Law at first. Drabek will turn back to the plate. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a patient 34, and that's ball 4. Gallego will get on as Drabek misses the zone with a slider, and that's a 2-out walk. And now the A's have something cooking with 2 outs. Here comes Jose Canseco. Canseco today struck out swinging his first time up. Drabek could use another strikeout here. Drabek will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 41. Ask and ye shall receive. Canseco will try to do too much with a changeup. He'll swing through it for strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 run or 1 hit and a walk, but the A's are not able to do anything with it. Score remains 5-0 Pirates after 3. Top of the 4th, we'll see the top of the Pirates order due up next. Stewart will finish up his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box once again is Jose Lind. Lind flew out to right his first time up. 5-0 Pirates. Top of the fourth, Game 4 of the World Series. Stewart looking into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 99 is very much in play, though. And we have a rare play, actually a 0, I believe. No, that looks like a rare play. That's an in-play rare play with the bases empty. Here we are. Because there is no 0, so that is a rare play. A 62 says, roll a d6. If the result is 1, 2, or 3, batter hits a ground ball up the middle that trickles through the infield for a single. Okay. So we roll a die. It's a 6. If the result is a 6, the batter singles and the next batter hits into a 1-6-3 double play. So Lind will reach on a single, but then Merced is going to bounce into a 1-6-3 twin killing. So 2 outs in the inning on the rare play, as here's Mike Lavaliere. Lavaliere today is 1 for 2 with a single. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. Stewart will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 48. And against a righty, Lavaliere will get a hold of that one, and he'll continue the inning with a base hit. Here's the ever-dangerous Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, and a stolen base. Stewart will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Stewart will pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 11. And against a righty, Bonds will get a hold of that one, and that will be a base hit. Lavaliere will automatically advance 2 bases with 2 outs. Bonds will be on first with a 2-out single. And here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pirates threatening to blow this game wide open in the top of the fourth. Stewart trying not to let that happen. Stewart will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Stewart will pitch. 5 is a patient 47. And Stewart is going to walk in, and actually no, he's not going to walk in another run, but he will walk the bases full of Buccaneers as a changeup misses the zone. Bonds to second, Bonilla's on first, and here's Jeff King. King today is 0 for 2. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, very nervous. They know the Pirates are ready to blow this game wide open. Can they do it? Stewart looking into Steinbach to see how to tell the Pirates no. Stewart will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 72, and it's a fly ball into center field. Dave Henderson ranging in for that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 3 hits and a walk, but the Pirates get Bubkiss out of the inning. Stadium sighs. Phew! Very scary situation if you're an A's fan there in the top of the fourth. A's fans are ecstatic that the score is still 5-0. It could have been a whole lot worse as the Pirates leave the bases loaded. Here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson flew out his first time up. Drabek will look in to Lavaliere for the sign. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 23, and Henderson swings through a changeup for strike 3, and that's out number 1. That is the 4th strikeout for Drabek today. 1 out in the inning, and here's Harold Baines. Baines today is 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Drabek will look into Lavaliere for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 63, and Baines is going to fly that one, lift that one into left field. Bonds taking a few steps in for that one, but he'll make an easy catch, and that's out number 2. And here's Dave Henderson. Henderson reached on a walk his first time up. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 10 is a patient 25, and that's going to be ball 4. Henderson will reach as a curveball misses the zone on a 2-out walk. Second walk of the day for Henderson. That is the third free pass that Drabek has given up today. Here's Steinbach. Steinbach today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 2 is a patient 95. It's a fly ball into left field. Bonds ranging back for that one, taking only a couple steps back though, but he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the A's, and the score remains 5-0 Pittsburgh after 4. Top of the 5th, and we are going to see a pitching change for the A's. Dave Stewart is going to come out of the game. I'm just going to make one more note here. Let's go right here. Dave Stewart is going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the A's will be Kevin Campbell. 1-0 with a 2.74 ERA, 23 innings pitched, 13 hits, 4 homers, 14 walks, 16 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with starting to deal with the middle bottom of the Pirates' order. Leading off the top of the 5th, we've got Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run today. Campbell will look into Steinbach for the sign. 5-0 in favor of the Pirates. Top of the 5th, Game 4 of the World Series. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum stunned. Campbell will set. Here comes the pitch. 8 is going to be a patient 32, and that's going to be ball 4. Van Slyke will lead off the inning with a leadoff walk. Here's Gary Reedus. Reedus today is 1 for 1 with a solo homer and a walk. The A's will go to double play depth for the time being. Jump of 4, hold of 5. Van Slyke isn't going to run here. Reedus has decent power, so they're going to let him swing away. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 14, and Reedus is going to be frozen by a slider for strike 3, and that's out number 1. Here's Bell. Bell today is 1 for 2 with a single. Campbell will look into Steinbach for the sign. Campbell will set. Here comes the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 33, and Bell's going to swing through a changeup for strike 3. That'll be out number 2. Here's Jose Lind. Lind today is 1 for 2 with a single. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. Campbell will set. He'll glance over to Van Slyke at first. Here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 64, and it's a fly ball into right field. Canseco will make that play coming in on the run, but he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the walk for the Pirates as we head into the bottom of the 5th with Oakland still in a deep hole. Drabek will finish his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the bottom of the Oakland order. Leading off the bottom of the 5th, we have Jamie Quirk. Quirk today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Drabek will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a patient 2, very easily ball 4. Drabek lost control of a slider on that one, and that will be a 1-out walk. The Pirates will go to double play depth, as here's Vance Law. Law had a base hit his first time up. Quirk, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Drabek will get the sign from Lavaliere. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 10 is a patient 24, and that's another ball 4. Drabek puts Law on with another free pass. And a very dangerous situation if you're a Pirates fan. Here comes Mark McGwire. McGwire today, though, is 0 for 2. Drabek knows a strikeout here would be huge. Drabek will get the sign from Lavaliere. He will set. Glance over to Quirk at second, Law at first. Drabek will kick, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 50, and it's a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one is going to be Reedus. He'll make the play for out number 1. That was an in-play, and runner on. Quirk does not have enough base running rating to advance, so he will hold at second base. 1 out in the inning, and here's Gallego. Gallego today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Drabek knows now he could use a ground ball to get a double play. Drabek will get the sign from Lavaliere. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 6. That is not what he had in mind at all. That's a base hit. That's going to be a base hit. Let's see where it goes. Line drive into left field, and the bases are now full of A's. So Quirk will make third. Law's on second, and the bases are now full of A's. Corners are going to come in, and there's no place to put Jose Canseco. But Canseco today is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Actually, are the Pirates going to play the corners in, or are they going to try for the double play? They're going to actually go straight to double play depth. Because a twin killing gets them out of the inning, and Canseco hits into a decent amount of them. Drabek will get the sign from Lavaliere. Drabek will set. A mistake by Canseco cuts this lead to 1. Drabek will kick. Here's the pitch. 11 is a patient 40, and Canseco is going to work a walk out of that one and put the A's on the board. As Drabek loses control of a curveball this time, Quirk will trot to the plate, Law will make third, Gallego to second, Canseco to first, and the score is now 5-1 in favor of the Pirates. Stepping into the batter's box now is Ricky Henderson. Henderson today, though, is 0 for 2. Drabek looking a little bit nervous. The infield is going to go back to the corners in, since Henderson doesn't hit into a lot of double plays. Drabek will get the sign from Lavaliere. He knows a mistake now ties the game, but he could also use a ground ball. Drabek will get the sign from Lavaliere. He will set. Henderson will brace for the pitch. Oakland to Alameda County Coliseum on their feet, hoping for a good hit. Drabek will kick, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 35, and against the righty, Henderson's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Ball's going to bloop into right field. Henderson's going to score 2 on that one, so that's going to be an S9. Law will come to the plate. Gallego will score. Canseco will make second. Henderson will be on first. Score is now 5-3 in favor of the Pirates. Here come the A's. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Harold Baines. Baines today is 0 for 2. Infield will go back to double play depth. Canseco now potentially a much more dangerous steal threat, but they're going to leave him here. Baines has the potential to tie this game with one swing of the bat and potentially take the lead for the A's. Drabek will set. He will get the sign from Lavaliere. Glancing over to Canseco at second, Henderson at first. Drabek will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 43. And against a righty, Baines will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be another base hit. Line drive into left field. Runner on first advances one base. Runner on second scores. Canseco will come in to score. Henderson will advance to second. Baines will go to first. Score is now 5-4 in favor of the A's. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Dave Henderson as the Pirates are watching everything disintegrate here. Henderson has 2 walks on the day. A's are not going to get greedy here. They know they've got this game pretty much right where they want it now. Except for, well, as much as they can when they're still trailing. Drabek will look in at Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 49, and Henderson's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3, and that's out number 2. Here's Steinbach. Steinbach today is 0 for 2. Drabek had a 5-0 lead at the start of the inning. That lead is now down to 5-4. Drabek will set. He will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Uh-oh, somebody's got to play defense. It's a ground ball over to first on a range play for Merced. He's going after that one. His range at first base is a B. He can't get that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Henderson will come in to score. Baines will make third. Steinbach will make first. This game is tied. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Pirates cannot catch a break in this one. Here's Quirk. Quirk today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Drabek cannot believe what he sees. We're going to get some activity in the Pirates bullpen, as starting to get loose for the Pirates will be... They're going to get Vicente Palacios loosening up in the Pirates bullpen. Drabek will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a ballpark check. 96 is in play. That's a 46. That's going to be a line drive right at second. Putting up his glove in self-defense is Lind. The ball will slam into it, and that will finally retire the side. 5 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits and 3 walks, and this game is tied after 5. Stadium cheers. Yay! Pirates bench can't believe what they see. Top of the 6th, we'll see the top of the Pirates order due up next. Campbell will finish up his warm-up tosses as Orlando Merced steps into the batter's box for the Pirates. Merced is 0 for 3. He hit into a double play today. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is a tough 10. Merced's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3, and that's out number 1. Yeah. Just had to check because that didn't seem right, but anyway. Now that we've got that straight, here's Lavalier. Lavalier today is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Game 4, tied at 5, top of the 6th. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 86. It's a ground ball over to second. Gallego will pick that one up. He'll throw it over to first for out number 2. Lavalier can't believe he didn't get a hold of that one and give the Pirates the lead back. Here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 2 for 2 with a single, with 2 singles, a walk, and a stolen base. Campbell knows he's got to be careful with Bonds. A mistake gives the Pirates the lead right back. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a patient 3. Yeah, very easily ball 4. Bonds will trot to first as a splitter misses the zone for a 2-out walk. And here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Bonds tempted to run, but they're going to hold him at second. Or they're going to hold him at first, I should say. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a patient 31, and yep, another ball 4 as Campbell will now walk Bonilla on board. Here come the Pirates with 2 outs. Here's Jeff King. King, though, is 0 for 3 today. Campbell will look over to Bonds at second, Bonilla at first. Turn back to King at the plate. Campbell gets the sign from Steinbach. We are tied at 5 in the top of the 6th, Game 4 of the World Series. A's lead the series 2-1. Pirates trying to ensure we get back to Pittsburgh for at least Game 6. A's would love to take a 3-1 lead and have a chance to clinch later this afternoon. Campbell gets the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 9, and King is going to put the Pirates right back on top with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to center field. Dave Henderson going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that one's headed for the upper deck somewhere. Home run, Jeff King. As Bonds and Bonilla will both now trot to the plate. And the score is now 8-5 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. 2-out damage being done here in the top of the 6th. Here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Another wild one on hand, folks. Campbell looks into Steinbach for the sign. Campbell will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 49, and it's going to be a ground ball over to third. Picking that one up is going to be Quirk. He'll make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. But the damage has been done. 1 hit, 2 walks, and a 3-run homer by Jeff King has brought it to be 8-5 Pirates in the middle of the 6th. Doug Drabeck is going to come out of the game. I've already compiled stats for him. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Vicente Palacios. 6-3 with a 3.75 ERA. 81 2/3 innings pitched. 69 hits, 12 homers, 38 walks, and 64 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the bottom of the Pirates order. Or not the Pirates order, the A's order. Leading off the bottom of the 6th, we have Jamie Quirk. Quirk today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Palacios will look into Lavalier for the sign. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum not liking what they see. Palacios will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 59 is in play. And a 69 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Picking that one up is going to be Bell. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1. And here's Law. Law today is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Palacios looking in at Steinbach for the sign, or not Steinbach, looking in at Lavalier for the sign. Get it right, Phoenix. Palacios will set. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 33, Wheelhouse. Law thinks he's got a hold of one, but he doesn't have a lot of power to get a hold of one. And 89 is not going to do it. That's going to be a ground ball over to short. Bell ranging to his left for that one, but he'll make the play once again for out number 2. And here's McGuire. McGuire today is 0 for 3. Palacios will look into Lavalier for the sign. 8-5 Pirates, Game 4 of the World Series. Palacios will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 70. And McGuire is going to lift that one into center field. Going after that one is Van Slyke. He'll make the play on the run coming in. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's in the bottom of the 6th. On the strength of a 3-run homer by Jeff King, score is now 8-5 in favor of the Pirates after 6. Top of the 7th, we'll see the bottom of the Pirates order due up next. Campbell will finish up his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box will be Gary Reedus. Reedus today is 1 for 2 with a solo homer and a walk. We'll get some activity in the Oakland bullpen as starting to get loose for the A's is going to be Joe Klink. Joe Klink is going to start getting loose for the A's in the bullpen. Campbell will look into Quirk for the sign once I find the dice. Those would be helpful. Now Campbell will look into Steinbach. No, Campbell's looking into Steinbach for the sign. Let's get the players right today, Phoenix. I know it's been an interesting weekend, but let's not have anything crazy. Campbell looks into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a wheelhouse 7. And Reedus is going to extend the Pirates' lead with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Canseco going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, leaps up on the wall, but he can't get that one, and that ball is gone. Home run, Gary Reedus. Score is now 9-5 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Jay Bell. Bell today is 1 for 3 with a single. Campbell looking into Steinbach for the sign. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum stunned. Campbell will get the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is a patient 9, and that's ball 4. Campbell will lose control of a slider. That gets away from him, and that will be a walk with nobody out. The A's will go to double play depth, and here's Jose Lind. Lind today is 1 for 3. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. A's trying to get some outs here. Campbell will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 50, and it's a line drive right to short. Putting up his glove in self-defense is going to be Law. The ball will slam into it for out number 1. Here's Merced. Merced today is 0 for 4. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Glance over to Bell at first. Campbell will kick, and here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 72, and against a righty, Merced will get a hold of that one, and that's going to be a base hit. Hard grounder into left field. Remember, switch hitters are batting righty today. Runner on first advances 2 bases. So Bell will make third. Merced will make first on the S7. And here come the Pirates with 1 out. Here's Lavalier. Lavalier today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. The A's are going to call the... Are they going to go for the double play here? Yes, they are going to stay at double play depth. They're going to concede the run to try to get out of the inning. Especially since Lavalier hits into a decent amount of double plays. Campbell will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a patient 8, and that's ball 4, and the bases are full of Buccaneers, as now the A's are facing a very dangerous situation. The bases are full of Buccaneers, and here comes Barry Bonds. Bonds today is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 walks, and a stolen base. And now the infield has to play in. If Bonds can blow this game wide open, to put it mildly. Campbell will look into Steinbach for the sign. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, hoping for a great pitch. They need a big strikeout here. Campbell gets the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a tough 51, and it's a ground ball over to third. Getting to that one is going to be Quirk, but we need the infield in chart. I know I've got it here somewhere. Here we are. Bases are loaded. So let's see what happens here. 7. Runner on third is out at home. So Bell is going to be out trying to come to the plate to score. That's 2 outs, but we also need to roll a D10. If higher than the batter's run rating, batter's out at first. Bonds' run rating is a 7. And he's going to be safe at first, as the bases are still going to be full of Buccaneers. He'll reach on the fielder's choice. 2 outs for the Pirates. And here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla today is 0 for 1 with 3 walks. Now would not be a time for the A's to give up a walk, though. Campbell will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 11 is a defense check. Uh-oh. The thing you want to see the least right now. It's a fly ball into right field. Going after that on a possible error check is Canseco. His error rating is a 1. And Canseco's going to drop that one. And that is going to be a single +1. Merced will score. Lavalier will score. Bonds will come in to score as well, because remember, extra base advancement with 2 outs. Actually, yeah, he would score as well. Bonilla will make second. So on the single and the E9, Bonilla will actually clear the bases, and the Pirates will pick up 3 more in the top of the 7th. Score is now... Got to readjust the scoreboard here. Score is now 12-5 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium barfs. Blah. And the A's are going to get the hook here for Kevin Campbell. They have seen enough of him. Let's see. So he went 2 2/3, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Gave up, I'm just compiling stats. Let's see, Merced scored. So he gave up 7 runs. 5 were earned. Walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Struck out 1, 2, 2. No hit batters, no balks, no wild pitches. Faced 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. All right, Campbell is going to come out of the game. Coming into pitch will be Joe Klink. 10-3 with a 4.35 ERA. 62 innings pitched, 60 hits, 4 homers, 21 walks, 34 strikeouts in 91. He is in charge of getting Jeff King out and the A's out of the 7th. King today, though, is 1 for 4, but that one was a 3-run homer back in the 6th. Klink will look into Steinbach for the sign. Klink will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 4, and King's going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3. That will retire the side. But what a terrible inning if you're an A's fan. 3 runs, right? Yes, actually 4 runs. So it should be... Right, should have been... Okay. 4 runs on 3 hits, an error, and 2 walks. Score is now 12-5 Pirates, and heading into the 7th inning stretch. I'm going to get a small stretch in, but before we come back to the bottom of the 7th, I will get a new battery, as the A's will be sending the 2, 3, 4 of their order to the plate. A's fans are stunned at what they're seeing today. Leading off the bottom of the 7th as Palacios finishes up his warm-up tosses, is going to be Mike Gallego. Gallego today is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Palacios will look into Lavalier for the sign. 12-5 Pirates. They've blown this game wide open. Bottom of the 7th, Game 4 of the World Series. Palacios will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 73 is in play. That's a 7, and that's going to be enough for Gallego to lead off the inning with a base hit. Pirates infield will go to double play depth, as here's Canseco. Canseco today is 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Gallego is not going to be running in a 7-run game. You need base runners way too badly. Palacios will look in to Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a patient 29, and that's ball 4. Palacios will lose control of a changeup, and Canseco will find himself on, as now the A's have something cooking with nobody out. Here's Ricky Henderson. Henderson today is 1 for 3 with a single. Palacios looking over to Gallego at second. Canseco at first. Henderson at the plate. Palacios will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a patient 75. And that's going to be ball 4, and the bases are once again full of A's. And here's Harold Baines. Baines today is 1 for 3 with a single. Palacios has walked the bases full of A's, and the Pirates are going to bring the infield in. They do not want anything funny happening here. Baines can very much cut into this Pirates lead with one swing of his bat. Palacios will get the sign from Lavalier. Pirates could use a huge strikeout here. Palacios will set. Oakland Alameda County Coliseum on their feet. Palacios glances around the bases, turns back to the plate. He will kick, and here's the pitch. 10 is a tough 83. That's a fly ball into center field. Van Slyke ranging in for that one. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Gallego on a tough. That's a run rating of 5. That was not a deep fly ball, so Gallego will hold. We'll hold it first. Here's Dave Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and 2 walks. 1 out. Where's the infield going to play? They're going to play the corners in. They don't care about Gallego as a runner, but they want outs. They're going to play the corners in. Palacios looking in at Lavalier for the sign. Bases are still full of A's. No place to put Henderson. Palacios gets the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Uh-oh, where's that one being hit? That ball is hit to third base. Going after that one is Bonilla on a possible error chance. His error rating is a 4. He's got that one, and that's going to be That's going to be a ground ball. Bonilla's only play is going to be over to first. Actually, infield in. Hold on. I just remembered. Infield is in. So Bonilla's got it. Let's see what happens on the play. So that's going to be a G5. Let's see what happens with the infield in. 7, runner on third is out at home. So Gallego is going to be out, trying to come to the plate. Two outs in the inning, but we need to roll a D10. Dave Henderson's base running rating is a 7. And the Pirates are going to get out of it with a double play. So they're going to get a 6-2-3. They're going to get a 5-2-3 inning-ending double play. And the side is retired. Stadium barfs. Bleh. 1 hit on and 2 walks, but the A's get exactly Bubkiss out of it. Score will remain 12-5 Pirates after 7. We're getting ready for the top of the 8th as the Pirates are sending the middle of their order to the plate. We're going to get some activity in the Oakland bullpen as Rick Honeycutt is going to start getting loose for the A's. Klink will finish his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box is Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and 2 walks. Klink will look into Steinbach for the sign. 12-5 Pirates, Game 4 of the World Series, top of the 8th. Pirates are 6 outs away from guaranteeing a return trip to Pittsburgh. Klink will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set, he will pitch. 6 is a tough 28. Van Slyke's going to swing through a curveball for strike 3, and that's out number 1. And here's Reedus. Reedus today is 2 for 3 with 2 homers. He's got 2 solo shots. Klink will look into Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 46. Uh-oh. Wheelhouse. Reedus thinks he's got a hold of one. And what he's got a hold of is a ground ball hit right on the screws, but right at Law. He will pick it up. He'll make the play for out number 2. Whoops. He'll make the play for out number 2. I just noted on the wrong score sheet. Reedus can't believe he couldn't get that one out of here. Here's Bell. Bell today is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Klink is now tired. But he's telling the managers, hey, I can get us out of the inning. Klink will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be an in-play 49, and it's going to be a ground ball over to third. Law will pick that one up. He'll make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. For the first time all game, 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the 8th. Let's see, Palacios. Yep, he can still pitch this inning. We are going to get activity in the Pirates bullpen, though, as starting to get loose is going to be Bob Patterson. The A's will be sending the bottom of their order to the plate. Leading off the bottom of the 8th is Terry Steinbach. Steinbach today is 1 for 4 with a single. Palacios will look into Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 11 is a ballpark check. 83 is in play. A 69 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Lind. He'll make the play, and that's out number 1. And here's Quirk. Quirk today is 0 for 2 with a walk. Palacios looking in to Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 5 is a tough 25, and Quirk's going to swing through the changeup for strike 3, and that's out number 2. And here's Law. Law today is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. 12-5 Pirates. Bottom of the 8th, Game 4 of the World Series. 2 outs in the inning. Palacios looking in at Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 47, and Law swings through a slider for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's in the bottom of the 8th. Score remains 12-5 Pirates after 8. Top of the 9th, and we're going to see a pitching change for the A's as they have to get ready for the top of the Pirates order coming up next. I almost forgot to compile stats for Joe Klink, but he is coming out of the game. Let's see, he didn't give up anything, actually. No hits, no runs, no earned, no walks, struck out 2, and faced 4. Klink is coming out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the A's is going to be Rick Honeycutt. 2-4 with a 3.58 ERA, 37 2/3 innings pitched, 37 hits, 3 homers, 22 walks, and 26 strikeouts in 91. He will be charged with the top of the Pirates order. Leading off the top of the 9th, we have Jose Lind. Lind today is 1 for 4 with a single. Honeycutt will look in at Steinbach for the sign. He will set. Honeycutt will pitch. 7 is a patient 72, and it's a ground ball over to second. Picking that one up is going to be Gallego. He'll make the play for out number 1. And here's Merced. Merced today is 1 for 5 with a single, and he's hit into a double play. Honeycutt will get the sign from Steinbach. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a tough 68, and Merced's going to ground that one over to second. This time we're calling Gallego's name to pick that one up, ranging to his right. He'll make the play for out number 2. And here's Lavalier. Lavalier today is 2 for 4 with 2 singles and a walk. Honeycutt looking in at Steinbach for the sign. Honeycutt will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a patient 72, and it's a ground ball over to short. Once again, we're calling Law's name today. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the top of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Palacios is going to come out of the game. Let me compile stats for him real quick. And I'll talk about coming in to pitch for the Pirates. Let's see, he gave up only one hit. No runs, no earned. 2 walks. Struck out 2. No hit batters. Faced 12. All right, Palacios is coming out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates is Bob Patterson. 4-3 with a 4.11 ERA. 65 2/3 innings pitched. 67 hits, 7 homers, 15 walks, 57 strikeouts in 91. The A's are sending the top of their order to the plate, and they need this inning to last about 10 minutes to have a chance of tying this, of getting back into this game. Leading off the bottom of the 9th, we have Mark McGwire. McGwire today is 0 for 4. Patterson will look in at Lavalier for the sign. Pirates 3 outs away from tying this series at 2. Patterson will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 42, and McGuire's going to lead off with a walk as Patterson lets a curveball get away from him to put the leadoff runner on base. Pirates will go to double play depth, as here's Mike Gallego. Gallego today is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. McGuire not doing anything on the base paths, not in a 7-run game. Gallego is going to brace for the pitch. Patterson will look into Lavalier for the sign. Patterson will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 15, and Gallego is going to get frozen by the high heat for strike 3, and that's out number 1. Next up is Jose Canseco, ever dangerous. Canseco today, though, is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. McGuire looking in from first. Patterson looks into Lavalier for the sign. Patterson will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a defense check. Where is that ball being hit? That ball is being hit to second base. It's a range play for Jose Lind. His range is an A. He's got that one, and that's going to be a ground ball, and they're going to take the fielder's choice. McGuire will be out at second. Canseco will reach on the fielder's choice. And the last chance for the A's is going to come to Ricky Henderson. Henderson today, though, is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Canseco should be at first, right. Pirates 1 out away from tying this series. A's need a miracle here. Patterson will get the sign from Lavalier. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 50, and that's ball 4. Henderson will reach with a 2-out walk, and this game will continue. Here's Baines. Baines today is 1 for 4 with a single. 12-5 Pirates, bottom of the 9th. Game 4 of the World Series. Pirates are 1 out from tying this series. A's need a lot of 9th inning magic. Patterson looking in at Lavalier for the sign. He will set. Patterson will kick, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 19, and Baines is going to get frozen by a slider that catches the outside corner for strike 3. That's your game. The Pittsburgh Pirates will tie this series by a final score of 12-5. Stadium groans. Ugh. Final line score coming up. Right. Let's see, he faced 5. No hits, no runs, no earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. 6 hits for the A's. Each team had an error, didn't they? I need to reach on an error there. Or advance on an error, I should say. I think that was the only error. Got the hits flipped. There we go. For the Pirates, 12 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the A's, 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher today is going to be Vicente Palacios. He's going to end up with the win. Kevin Campbell is going to end up with the loss. Bob Patterson is going to end up with a hold because the lead was too high. That will do it for Game 4 of the 1991 World Series. This series is tied at 2 games apiece. We're not quite done yet, though, because I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then we've got a product unboxing of something that came in on Friday that we're going to unbox on the channel. So let me get this cleaned up, and we'll be ready for that product unboxing. got this delivery in from Amazon on Friday, and I was intending on cracking it when I had Game 4 yesterday, but I never got back to having Game 4 yesterday after my game of Twilight Imperium, so we're going to crack it now. Let's crack this open and see what we've got in here. It's kind of a heavy beast, but not terrible. And then we can bring the knife down here. Okay, perfect. And what we're greeted by in here, ooh, we got some good stuff in here. Close the knife carefully. What we're greeted by is more contents for Astro Knights. So we've got Astro Knights Eternity. I kind of gave away a little bit of what's in here. But we've got Astro Knights Eternity by Indie Boards and Cards, introducing the brand new Expedition system. Take a quick look at the back of this. It's been centuries since the Astro Knights, the stalwart defenders of the galaxy, vanished without a trace, leaving the powerful Star Cores scattered and lost. But when a group of ragtag scrappers comes down to salvage a wrecked spaceship, they stumble upon an Astro Knight with 6 Star Cores and a legacy long buried under the ice. Will they have what it takes to step up and be heroes? Will they have what it takes to become the Astro Knights? Astro Knights is a cooperative deck-building game where each player takes up the mantle of an Astro Knight, the powerful defenders of the universe itself. Unlike most deck builders, in Astro Knights, the players will never shuffle their decks, meaning it's up to you to set up your own tactical combo. Fuel your Star Core with everything from solar cells to magnetic waves, and use that energy to add powerful tech and weaponry to your arsenal. You can even power up your Star Core itself to perform your character's unique special ability and help turn the tides against 4 world-ending bosses in this epic campaign. Ooh, that's a word that I like hearing in board games. And speaking of that, we've got Astro Knights Eternity, Savage Skies. In the lawless depths of space, crime and villainy run rampant. Space pirates terrorize the starry seas, raiding passing cargo ships and selling their ill-gotten gains on the black markets of Nasai 4. Now, the most feared pirate captain has found a buried treasure like no other. 2 Star Cores. Will she use this power for evil, or can the heart of an Astro Knight rest even in a vicious outlaw? Well, we'll find that out, I'm sure. I really did enjoy my first playthrough of Astro Knights on the channel, so I'm definitely open to digging into more of this game. Next up, we've got Astro Knights, the Orion system. The Astro Knights have battled bravely, but with galactic war spreading to the edges of the distant Orion system, they'll need as much help as they can get. Luckily, 2 new recruits have arrived to join the fight, just in time to protect their galaxy from being overrun by an astral parasite that eats planets from the inside out. Uh-oh. We've got a new boss from the looks of it. And last up in here, we've got another expansion for Eternity, Mystery of Solaris. Deep within a ruined city, buried beneath the acidic clouds on the surface of the planet Eos, an archaeologist and her wife have made the greatest discovery of their lives. 2 Star Cores left abandoned when the Astro Knights vanished years ago, and the remnants of a shattered superweapon prophesied to have the power to destroy entire planets. They cannot let them fall into the wrong hands. Well, let's hope not. But that will do it for this playthrough of Payoff Pitch Baseball. Later this afternoon, we're going to have Game 5 of the World Series between the Pirates and the A's. I don't know who the starters will be off the top of my head, but I will by the time that video goes live. As for Monday, we're going to have Game 6 of the World Series as well. Similarly, I don't know who the starters will be for that one. And on Wednesday, we're playing... What are we playing on Wednesday? We're playing Twilight Inscription, that's right. As for Mystical Munchies, Saturday we'll be making the entree out of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Blackspire Outpost Cookbook and Fried Andorian Tip Yip. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.